Have you ever wondered if there is a perfect pike fishing rod that would be suitable for your individual preferences, the way of how you fish, the lakes or the river that you are fishing in, the size of the fish that you want to catch? Well, I would say there is more than 10 of them, and they are all from the Shimano Yasei range of rods. My name is Pawel. Welcome to the next video on Shimano YouTube channel, in which I will explain to you how to select a perfect rod for yourself from the Shimano Yasei range of rods. No matter if you are an angler that fish with a spinning or the bite casting rod, Yasei range of rods have something for you. Well, today we are in Sweden. I'm really focused on fishing for a pike. So in this video I'll specifically focus on this type of rods. However, if you would like to get some knowledge about the perch fishing rods or zander fishing rods, don't miss other videos on the YouTube channel of Shimano. Well, going back to the topic. So, for the pike rods, basically we have covered all your expectations and needs. All needs of the modern pike fishing angler. Starting with the rods that are spinning rods, that you can use with the mid-size lures when fishing for a pike, with the bottom jigging, with the soft baits that you want to have in the mid-surface, ending with some crankbaits, with some twitch baits. But we also have very heavy rods, the bite casting rods and the spinning rods, for those of you who prefer to fish for biggest pikes in the lake or the river. So basically this range will cover all of your needs. You can select one of rod, you can select plenty of them if you would like to cover different types of fishing, different techniques, and of course different lures. Let's dive into the range of the rods that are dedicated for pike fishing in the Yasei family. Starting with the newest child of Shimano, which is the Yasei BB range of rods. And those are quite affordable. The rods that I'm using now in Sweden, well, basically I select one of the rods that I like the most. It's the Yasei BB bite casting version, up to 90 grams. It's perfect for fishing basically all types of lures, starting with the jerk baits, ending on the soft baits. It's really nice looking, it's really lightweight, it has a really nice design. Well, this rod is basically great for every type of fishing, but this is not the only rod dedicated for pike fishing that you will find in the Yasei BB range of rods. You have two more models for the bite casting. One is up to 120 grams and the second one is up to 170 grams. So you can easily go with all sizes of the lures, whatever you want and whatever is the size of the pike that you want to cut. If you prefer to fish with the fixed spool reels, you will also find two rods that are dedicated for pike fishing. One is up to 60 grams and the second one is up to 90 grams. So you can also go with mid-size and big size of the lures. Well, when it goes to the technology, those rods have been equipped with the Fuji components. So you have Fuji guides and the Fuji reel sit, and you have also the exclusive Shimano technology for the blank, which is the dia flash. And this is a carbon wrap around the butt section of the rod, and this will give you more power when you hook the fish or when you want to cast your lure with more power, just to reach the spots that are far away from you. So you get this really nice and really good working rod with an affordable price now available. Let's now jump into something that is dedicated for those of you who prefer the best quality, who prefer the best performance, and who are really into the pike fishing for a little bit longer. And this is the Yasei AX range. The Yasei AX range is on the market for a long time now, and the rod that I use for today's fishing, being in Sweden, is one of my favorites. Basically the favorite rods in the whole Shimano range, and this is the Yasei AX up to 120 grams, 2.5 meters. As you can see, of course, the bite casting version that I pair up with the Curado 301, and this rod is just brilliant for fishing with the soft baits, swim baits. We can also go even with the jerk baits because it's a quite versatile one. But this is not the only rod, of course, that we have in this range. There's more than in the Yasei BB, because this is This wrench is dedicated more for professional anglers. What you will find here is the rod up to 170 grams. You will find also the rod up to 270 grams, which is like for the biggest soft baits that you can go. Also, if you would like to have a trolling with those kind of lures, this rod up to 270 grams will be perfect for this. When it goes to shorter rods, you have the jerkbait version, which is up to 100 grams, 1.98 meters. Also, this one is dedicated basically to fish with jerkbaits, and it will give you a really nice feeling of the lure. It will help you to animate the lure brilliantly. But well, there is also something for those of you who like to fish with the fixed spool reel, and those are two rods. One is up to 60 grams, so it's a brilliant rod for fishing from the bank or from the boat with the soft baits, with the twitch bait, with the jerk baits on the medium size. And there is also a rod up to 120 grams for those of you who really like to fish with the bigger lures, or even the biggest, I would say, for fixed spool reel version. That is also brilliant to fish both from the boat and from the shore. Now, when it goes to the technology, Yasei AX implements one of the most exclusive Shimano technology when it goes to the blank construction, and you have the high power X technology here, which is a carbon wrapped around the blank on the full length, starting with the butt section, ending with the tip section, that reinforce the whole blank, give you more power, give you more accurate casts, and I would say, especially for the pike rods, which is very important, it will give you those really great hookups where you will easily hook the fish. Sometimes, as some of you know, especially those of you who are really like into the pike fishing, you need to really move the lure in the fish mouth to hook it, and those rods are dedicated for this kind of fishing, and those will allow you to easily hook the fish. When it goes to the components, you have very high quality Fuji guides and the Fuji reel or bite casting reel seat, which goes in pair with the whole Yasei AX concept. And last but not least, something for those of you who expect the highest quality, the highest performance available on the market, and they are ready to spend more money because they know that they are paying for high quality products. And this is the Yasei LTD range of rods. There's not plenty of those rods dedicated for pike fishing. There are only few of them. However, they are all meeting the expectations of the anglers that are into the fishing for pike with the medium size and big size lures. Being in Sweden, I'm using one of the rods which are bite casting models. This is a model which has 2.25 meter length. It has the casting weight up to 110 grams, and it's brilliant for fishing with all type of lures, starting with the soft baits, ending with the jerk baits. It's really responsive. It gives you brilliant feeling of the lure. As you can see, the Yasei LTD rods have more premium look. The finish with the handle is on cork. You have also a very high components when it goes to the guides and to the reel seat, which can be, depending on the model, it can be CI4 Plus or it can be a Fuji one. The CI4 Plus, like in this model, will give you more lightweight. The Fuji one, which is most likely in the more powerful rods, will give you more rigidity. Now, let's jump into the range of those rods. There is few rods which I can dedicate for pike fishing for you. Starting of course with the one that I'm using because I really like it. You will also find here the rod up to 180 grams, which is dedicated for fishing with very big soft baits or swim baits. You will also find one rod that is dedicated for fixed spool reel, fishing with the really big baits, and this is a rod which has 2.7 meters and it goes up to 120 grams on the casting weight ratio. The exclusivity of the Yasei LTD range is not only the premium look and the components, it's also the blank. The blank in this rod is the most exclusive Shimano technology that you can find. It's a Spiral X core blank. What does it mean? Well, basically this rod has the blank which is structured with 3 different layers. The inside layer is a carbon tape wrapped around on the blank from the inside. Then you have the proper blank put on it, and then you have the same tape wrapped on the outside of the blank. And this gives you more accuracy, this gives you more power, this gives you more performance on how the rod will act during the cast and during the fight with the fish. Last but not least, it makes this rod really lightweight, and this is very important when you're a professional who do a lot of fishing during the day, a lot of casts, so it will really not feel your arm tired. The Yasei LTD is the best that you can get when it goes to the performance, components and the design of the pike rod. Well, that's it guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you will find, I'm pretty sure you will do, a brilliant rod for yourself for the pike fishing in the Yasei range of rods family. If you like this video, please put your thumbs up, I will be really grateful for this one. Hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to get the notification about the new videos that will appear on the Shimano YouTube channel. Thank you for your attention and see you in the next productions.